Oh, and mine's and jellyfish. Welcome back to Knives, I guess. And I just traded a guy one of your kidneys for a copy of Wesley Willis's Rock and Roll McDonald's on CD. So go ahead and cough that up for me, all right? But do me a favor and hit that like button, or the Mothman will call your mother a woman of ill repute. And we got an update on the Saints EDC flashlight. So this was one that came in, and of course I've been grateful for it, and I carried it for a couple of days. However, I was trying to put it in my belt to carry it so that I could do my review process on it, and yeah, that just fell off. And when it fell off, I looked, and they used some kind of glue that they only put right here and right here. Little tiny dabs. You can see some of the glue crustiness right there. That's all that was holding that on. That is all that was holding that on. So, we're going to try some UV resin and see if we can glue that back down. Now, if you're thinking that mine was an isolated lemon, Saints EDC took a look at his when I shot him a message on Instagram to let him know what was happening with that. And he said the same thing happened with his whenever he took a closer look at it. He apparently gave it next to no pressure whatsoever, and it popped right off. So, yeah, I mean, that's a disappointing thing to see about this, because, like, the thing is this surface right here won't hang on to glue. It won't hang on to glue. Now, just because of the way it is. These materials don't like responding to glue that well, so we're gonna try some UV epoxy resin and see if that does it. I need to make sure I've got the turbo button in the right spot, and I don't. There's your flashing light warning. Okay, so now we got it in the right spot. Now, this is the first time I've ever used UV resin, so we gonna learn together. We gonna learn together. This came with a small mat, which was really nice to see, but yeah, see, that comes right off. Yeah, there's not much in the way of glue that's going to hold this thing down. There's not, unfortunately. This was a terrible idea all the way around by, it's an all the way around terrible idea by Husky. And this should not have been done like this. So we're going to try one more thing. We're going to try to get this wrapped around. Okay, I think we might have something here. I'm going to get a little bit more of the stuff on here. And all I'm trying to do is make a protective shell around this. Also, this is my first time smelling epoxy resin, so it smells weird. Yeah, this is dragging a little bit, but like I said, I wasn't planning on getting this invested in it. I thought it was going to be a much quicker fix and hoping, but at least there's something kind of holding this thing on. And like I like it when cheap tools, like if cheap tools do have a problem like this, I like it whenever they have a quick enough fix. Like this really isn't that bad of a this isn't this big of a fix for me, but you know, it might be for you guys. And of course, I got the UV resin. I'm gonna play with the UV resin, which I got this for turning the beads, for filling voids in the beads. But all right, so we'll see if that holds up. We're gonna see if that holds up. If it doesn't, I'm gonna come back to you and let you know it didn't. And I'm just drying up the little spills right here, the little drops that got away. And I will give this some more UV light off camera, but this is eating up enough time. So that's how I am working on fixing this. This is what I'm working on trying to do. And let's say the UV resin. I'm going to cure this out a little bit more before I put the clip back on, I think. Yeah, because this has got a cap that goes on over the clip. So, yeah, this has dragged on long enough. That's just what I'm doing to fix this. I wanted to update y'all that this thing popped off of here. And Saints EDC had the same thing happen to his. It took no pressure whatsoever, but it's, again, like Husky, you should not have tried to use glue to hold this material. This material right here does not want to hold on to glue. It does not. A little bit bummed out by that, but if this fixed it, I'll be okay enough for the time being. But yeah, this is getting real long in the tooth, and it was a really, really boring video overall. So I just wanted to show y'all what happened here, and I wanted to show y'all how I fixed it. Don't be scared of like finding ways to work on your stuff, especially if you're running into problems like this. Like, if I had purchased this myself, I would have sent it right back and swapped it out for something else. But this was a gift from Saints EDC, so I want to keep it working. So, again, like, if you got EDC gear like this and something happens, you can try to fix it. You can try to do stuff with it, you know, work on your own stuff. So, yeah, I can't think of much else to add about this. So, all that being said, thanks for looking at my crap. Subscribers, you guys are awesome. Y'all keep coming in. I appreciate you so, so much. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We got our live streams, regular videos. There's plenty of activities. Comments, I love some feedback. If you've got one of these, let me know if the same thing happened to you. You know, of course, we are going to plug some products from friends of the channel, just supporting some friends. I don't